Digging in for his second at-bat, George Springer. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And he gets ahead 0-1.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
The windup and the 0-1. And a neck-high fastball that time. Springer is a very well-regarded defensive outfielder. Used to be that fielders were evaluated mostly by the eyeball test and simple stats like fielding percentage, but of course these days there are many more advanced ways that help determine a guy's work in the field, and in his case he shines in many ways.
You know, Matty, for me, I think he does pass the eyeball test. I know you have to look at all the numbers and the analytics to really appreciate a ball player like this, but man, does he come to work every day and play hard.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. As he'll go after the first pitch and promptly line one into left center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit.
Man, I watched Chipper Jones for years, one of the best switch hitters of all time. Work on his craft under the tunnel. It's not easy to put the time in, but bottom line is, one of the reasons why they do it is the ability to work the whole field.
Evan Gattis now standing in. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
The 1-1 to 1-2 now. Line drive to left. Oh, and this deflects right off him.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up and he was able to put Goodwood on.
Here's Jake Marisnick. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Oh, he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Marisnick, a 27-year-old. He was selected in the 3rd round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Ready with the 1-2. And a breaking ball stays outside.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
Full count now, 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
So the Houston lineup turns over, and to the plate, Alex Bregman. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First delivery to him on the way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
A lot of times you'll see the take sign after 5 straight balls to start the inning, but with the middle of the order up at the plate here, I wouldn't be surprised if he's turned loose. Just has to be the right pitch to hack at.
Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now. 2-0.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
Gonzalez at third, Gaddis at second, Marisnik at first, 1 gone. High in the air out towards shallow right. Reggie has a play, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And there will be no attempt to score here as the bases stay loaded with 2 gone now.
Up next for the Astros.
Here's Carlos Correa now. 1 for 2. He grounded out first time up and followed that with a base hit. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. 2 runs, 5 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
2 balls, no strikes.
The 2-0 on the way. 3-0 now.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
.30 pitch. Finds the zone, strike 1.
Taking all the way there, and a walk could be huge here, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's got the bat on his shoulder again on the next pitch.
And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
And this is a great example of what happens when you can't find the strike zone. The first walk of the inning looked harmless enough, but this one brings a runner home. Self-inflicted wounds are always the hardest to swallow.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. One of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Base is juiced now with 2 away. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A ball and no strikes.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score anymore here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
Now the 1-0. Hit hard up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. 1 run is scored, and the runner from second is in to score. Now a 5-0 lead.
Dan, from a pitcher standpoint, that's a backbreaker. 2 out, 2 RBI base hit right there.
Awfully frustrating. You're trying to make some good pitches. You get 2 outs, and all of a sudden you give up that big base hit that drives into frustrating for a pitcher.
Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. Catfish Hunter answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Hunter.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Jeff Bagwell. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
He's set, and the pitch. Takes a good swing, but this will be a foul ball. 3 runs already home here. Hit out towards second. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 6-0 ball game.
Now batting, designated hitter, Julian.
Ready once again, Yuli Gurriel. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a slider tails outside for ball 1. That's inside. 2-0.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Now the 2-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
One of the most frustrating things for me to watch in this game is guys getting count leverage and not pull the trigger on a fastball middle in. That's why you play, to get in those situations where you can try and do damage. What do you want, the nasty slider?
2-2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Astros lead this one 6-0. Here's Jed Lowry now. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
First pitch on its way. Just missed with a breaking ball.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
Chop foul right by home plate, and it's a ball and a strike. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Lifted down the line in left. Gonzalez on the move, and no one will track it down. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And it's fouled away. The 2-2. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
Pulled toward right center field. And that's going to find the alley. Extra bases here for Lowry. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
You could tell he was thinking fastball all the way here, and that's exactly what he got. He was able to get the bat head out front and pull it into the gap in the right center.